Okay, let's move on to this. Father's Day, only a few days away. And if your dad is a reader, we have some gift ideas for you. Moms don't have time to read books. Podcast host Zibby Owens and her husband Kyle are here with their top 5 Father's Day book recommendations. And Kyle, let me be the first to say Happy Father's Day to you.
Wow, thank you, Holly. And happy Father's Day to everybody out there.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about 5 books that would be good for a specific type of dads. And the first one is for a dad that's just really in the trenches, treading water.
Yes.
That's most dads, by the way. And stepdads.
Yes.
I'm constantly treading water and in the trenches.
The first book is called Father-ish by Clint Edwards, and the subtitle is Laugh Out Loud Tales from a Dad Trying Not to Ruin His Kids' Lives, which isn't that what we're all just trying to do?
That's how I feel
not mess them up?
As a stepdad, I feel father-ish.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
perfect. I should
it's
just
like-
get you this book. I should really order this book for Kyle, but I didn't. Okay, I still have
All
time.
right.
Anyway,
Guess I'm not getting that.
has a fantastic blog, and he writes with so much humor. He calls himself kind of the Clark Griswold of father. I don't know if you watched European Vacation with Chevy Chase back in the day, but he has that same sort of sense of humor and self-deprecating humor. But he mixes in some real stuff like
that.
His OCD, anxiety, and depression, and how all of it combines for a perfect storm of father-ish stuff.
It's a storm.
Okay, who hasn't seen European Vacation, by the way, Zibby? I mean, I'm just saying.
There's more than just one.
I feel like
there's Christmas Vacation.
There's just Vacation.
Vegas.
Right.
Vegas,
Exactly.
vacations.
Right. Hey, the one thing I do like about that first book, though, is that if you get it, like as the mom, you could sneak and read it too, right? Because it's really just a good parenting book in general. Let's talk about the dad who doesn't get to see his friends enough.
Oh, my God. That's the one I'm going to do. Billy Baker. This guy is hilarious. He's a journalist, and it's called We Need to Hang Out. And it's actually really funny because I'm about to be 40. I'm fortunate enough I have a good group of friends, but it's like a pandemic in the United States for middle-aged men for chronic loneliness, believe it or not, because they go through, I mean, as you guys can imagine, right? Everybody's working, people have kids, they're married, they have life, and their friends are like the one thing that they like completely forget about. So he has this book called We Need to Hang Out, and it's his journey of trying to rekindle old college friendships and high school friendships and trying to forge new friendships, and it's really, really funny. And it's sort of almost like a little bit like the movie Old School, if we're gonna go with old movies today.
Okay.
Right? It's a little like Old School where he creates like this ditch day, and he wants like all of his old high school buddies to like ditch work, and they sort of like accidentally like start like a frat, and it's kind of crazy, and yeah.
It's a good one. This next one I really love because, you know, what dad doesn't need tips? What parent doesn't need tips? But this next one I just think was a brilliant way to come up with a book idea. And it was from the Topgolf COO, which I also found interesting.
Yes, Craig Kessler, who actually I met on a Clubhouse. We were Harvard Business School alumni together, and he told me all about his book, which is amazing. He pulled 40 plus men who were fellow dads to get all of their advice, so he could combine it all into one sort of manual for dads like him who needed advice. So it's beautifully packaged, and it's a great gift.
And it's a great gift, by the way, if you are wondering what you should get your husband. If you live next to a Topgolf, just take him to Topgolf. I'm sure everyone would love that.
You should get that book and a gift certificate to Topgolf. That would be like
exactly.
the perfect gift, right? The next one is for the dad who hates self-help books, and I love this one because it was written by an award-winning news anchor.
Yes, Richard Liu wrote this, what he calls an anti-self-help book called Enough About Me, The Unexpected Power of Selflessness. Of course, when I interviewed him, I was like, but don't you think the people who are really the most selfish aren't even going to buy this book for themselves? But anyway.
Just assume they know everything.
Yeah.
Why don't read this?
But it has so many practical tips and interesting stories. And it's about how he reconceived of his life after his father got Alzheimer's and how he decided to live sort of a better life for himself and how we all can do the same. And it's great.
All right, in our last 15 seconds, there's going to be a lot of new dads out there. It's their first Father's Day, so what book should you get for them?
Yes, get them Your Dad by Liz Climo. She was a former animator for The Simpsons, and it's an all-animated illustrated book with a couple like really funny little snippets, and it's a perfect giftable little package.
And as the mom, you can hint that you would also like the Your Mom book, which she also
which I have, which is great.
And you know what? I was also just thinking this. You know what would be another great gift for dads that even like moms that are like, I don't have time to read, you could get them a subscription to Audible.
Totally.
Ooh,
of course
that's a good one.
That would be great too. Yeah.
Steal that
Holly,
idea.
coming in with all the good ideas today.
Well, you know, steal them, make them your own. It's okay.
Love it.
All right. Love you both. Thank you so much.
Have a
And
great
again,
Father's
I
Day.
hope you get spoiled on Sunday, Kyle.